What'd you think?
Give it a little spray of accelerator. Not one, not two, but 3 new tanks coming.
Absolutely stunning.
Ta-da!
He's actually hosting the Ghani, which is pretty cool.
I did get 2 really cool corals. Can't guess by now, they are... I just walked... Excuse frickin' this. I did this at work because I was bored, and now I got like hickeys on my forehead, so ignore that. I just walked into my house, and it's gone. The chief is gone, although now I'm realizing I was hoping that maybe the flooring went all the way, but I see that is not the case, so probably what I'll have to do is just replace. They're linked together though, that's the problem. This is gonna be kind of a pain to redo. I have them redoing that, they're gonna take that out and redo that. Chief is over here. There he is. So we gotta figure out what we're gonna do with this here. The creepy guy is gone now. Okay, does anyone need a cutting board? Every real estate agent, every person I've worked with ever in the housing industry, every gift I get is a cutting board. I have never bought a cutting board myself. And there's one more in here somewhere. It's insane how many cutting boards I've been gifted over the years. I get it's like a great gift, but now that because this is my second house, I just have cutting boards everywhere. But I did get 2 things from the store today. I do want to do some maintenance. So this video, I'm going to do some maintenance on the tank, but I did get 2 really cool corals, one that I've been wanting a long time. I don't think I've ever had one before. Another tank is still full of Aptasia. I'm going to do another treatment of Aptasia F, or F-Aptasia in here. Hopefully that'll take care of some stuff. I just want to get this tank rocking and rolling. Unfortunately, the copper band did not make it. It was dead like the next day. I think the bullseye pistol shrimp killed that too, because I woke up and the fins were super ripped. I could hear the pistol shrimp snapping a bunch. Like I said, I got to get that other tank. It's got to go. Him and the clownfish are going to live in there. It would just be the jerk tank, because I don't want to get rid of them. I made a commitment to these animals that I will take care of them, but they're just ruining everything. So first, we're going to dip the corals. I'm going to just put them in a red solo cup, little Coral RX. I'll show you real quick. All right, so both corals are in the solo cup right now. Just a quick sneak peek. They're in Coral RX right now. I'm going to give them about 3 minutes because they're not. I don't think they got really anything. I did a good inspection on them. And then we're gonna glue them right into the tank. I'm gonna go right here with them. There's a nice big open space for them. And then we will hopefully let them open up over a bit. I don't think they'll be open really today. Tomorrow morning they definitely will be. As you can see, she is still in jail.
He's actually hosting the Ghani, which is pretty cool. But I just can't have them fighting. She was just tearing him up. I still gotta go get something else for these Aptasias.
So like I said, when I do this water change, I'm gonna do another round of F-Aptasia. Hopefully that can help a little bit, but it's getting a little out of hand. The algae's gone though. But I do want to speak on the copper band. Copper bands are one of those fish that are really highly desired because they are a beautiful, beautiful fish, really unique shape. However, they're extremely difficult to keep. I said it in the video where I bought it. It's one of those fish that I kind of don't think really should be in the hobby, as they are so delicate and they do much better in the wild, actually, I think, than in captivity. Mainly to do how they're collected and they're housed for the weeks in captivity before going to people's homes. But they are great Aptasia eaters, and I do understand the desire in that regard because Aptasia is probably the most common pest in people's aquariums. When I go into buying a copper band for myself, or whether I am advising a client, I basically tell them good luck. It's kind of at your own will. I don't ever go into it with high hopes, and unfortunately, it is part of the industry. And I don't think it's really going to be a fish that comes out of the industry. We can do our best to try to keep them as happy as possible in captivity, but unfortunately, it's not usually hobbyist fault. It's honestly the supply chain that is usually at fault. It's usually the local villages and kind of, the way they're collected is usually who's at fault for it. Well, and a lot of the way that they're acclimated to the wholesalers as well. Now you can make the argument to stop collecting them. A lot of these small villages, their entire local economies revolve around collecting these fish. And that's why I kind of always don't push for captive bred, because a lot of these communities actually preserve these reefs because they do have an inherent economic value to them. Is that the best reason? No, but if they are preserving the reefs because of the economic benefits to them, then I'm all for it. Now, unfortunately, some fish, are at the cost of that, but it's at the cost of the greater good. A lot of these communities that now have a lot of captive bred fish are not taking as good care because their economies have tanked because those fish are not as desirable anymore to a lot of people. With that being said, the fish are already collected. When I'm buying them, yes, it is, supply and demand. The customers are just going to buy it somewhere else if I don't have them in. It's just, the fish is so well known and so many people know about it and want it, that people are just gonna get what they want regardless. So I tried, it didn't work out. Like I said, I didn't have high hopes for it. I like to believe I gave it a good chance. There was plenty of food in there for it, plenty of Aptasia. But like I said, my bullseye pistol shrimp is just a jerk, and he definitely tore it up. As when I could hear the snapping, I could see the rib fins, and I know the clown wasn't going after it because it wasn't the bully of the two. It was, you know, the more docile one. So we will find something else to try for the Aptasia. But for now, let's get these corals into the tank. I just realized that I no longer have a place to put my phone to film because it used to go on the wall. That was the one benefit to the wall. Let's see how we can do this. I think it kind of works, I guess. All right, so we're gonna grab one of them. They've been dipping for about 3 to 5 minutes, I wanna say. I had a timer for 3 minutes, but I let it go as I was talking. Give it a little spray of accelerator. Now we're gonna grab the other one. Same thing, just a little glue. Where are we going with this one? So right there and there are the two new corals. If you can't guess by now, they are more gonoporas. You can see these two guys are just loving life in there. You can see the starfish reaching up for it. But these two are loving life, so I thought, get some more ganies. This one is the one that I've been looking for a while. That is called the Glitter Bomb Gani. It is probably the top 3 most desired ganies in the industry right now, next to Amazeballs and maybe, like Wonderland or something like that. Yeah, Alice in Wonderland, I think is what it's called. But the Glitter Bomb, to me, is one of the nicest ones. It's so special with the sparkles in it. This is a photo of it when it's fully grown out, but we will see it tomorrow when it's fully opened. I got in some nice flow areas, a little higher up, so it should be really happy there. But I will see you guys in the morning when they are fully open up. All right, guys, it's a couple days later. I actually just got back from my first gym workout in a very long time. Turn some light on real quick. That did nothing. Well, let me show you the ganies now. You can see they are nice, open, and happy. So there's the Glitter Bomb. And there is, I think it was Margarita is what it was called. Obviously, the other two are very happy. But now we got to do some water changes. So like I said, I'm going to try to kill as much as Aptasia with the F-Aptasia. And then we're going to go do our water change and regular maintenance. Well, I just looked through the whole garage and I could not find the F-Aptasia. I did find Red Sea Aptasia X, so I guess that's what we're stuck with. It still works and still a good product. So let's kill all the flow and just start zapping some Aptasias. Now, I know this is like the 3rd video in a row of me doing, Aptasia stuff, but it needs to happen because this is the only tank I have for now. I just finished acquiring 3 new tanks, not 1, not 2, but 3, and they're all coming in here. Now, if you've been following me for a bit, at the old house, the other bedroom was kind of the fish room area / office. That's just gonna happen here, but obviously I got some work I gotta do in here. Now, I already bought the desk, and I think I'm gonna put one of the tanks on the desk. One of the tanks is gonna be for, like I said, the clownfish and the bullseye pistol. And then I don't know what we're doing with the other 2 tanks, like the inhabitants. I have no idea what we're gonna do, but we'll find out and we'll figure it out. That's actually gonna be coming very soon, actually, so I need to get going on that room. So you'll see that probably in the video after this. But like I said, let's go ahead and zap some Aptasias. Now, at the end of this video, I'm gonna kill all the lights, and I'm gonna put them on blue. I have my lens. I found my lens finally, so you can really see the colors pop, not on the Ganies, but on the Colorado, the Zoas. This tank definitely has some showstoppers in it. Now, the main area I really want to focus in is around my very nice white zombie Zoas, because they're very expensive and they are getting just suffocated right now. So we're just gonna make sure we're getting in all the mouths of the Aptasia. All right, I went kind of nuclear in here. As you can see, you can't even see an Aptasia now. Oh, I guess there's one. Might be one up there. But for the most part, I just hammered them with the Aptasia X. Kind of everywhere. So I'm going to leave the flow off here for a bit because sometimes flow can kind of knock it out of the Aptasia's mouth. And I want the Aptasia to actually consume it. That's how it actually kills it, not just by sitting on top. It actually has to consume it. So we're going to let it sit for that bit, and then we'll do all the regular maintenance after that. All right, we let everything sit for a bit. There's still a couple babies popping up here and there, but I'd say for the most part, most of them got shocked. Maybe the Bergias will come around. So now I'm gonna go ahead, suck out, whatever water and detritus and leftover Aptasias are in here, and then we'll do our water change. Okay, I think, oh, there's water on the floor. I think we got pretty much everything done. Got a new pack of SEAGEL in there. SEAGEL is phosphor, which is a phosphate remover and carbon mixed together, made by SeaChem. What's really nice is it's pre-packaged in this bag, so it's already suited for 25 gallons. It's a 20-gallon tank. I don't really know where the parameters sit in this tank. The fact that it's already pre-packaged, I don't have to kind of guess and weigh it out. It makes it nice. Rinse it out real quick and just throw it in the overflow box. So that's in there. I changed out the poly filter. Sucked out all the water I need, scraped down the glass a little bit. I did change something. You might notice there's no more frag rack. I didn't glue them down, but there's some Zoa frags now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of jammed them in the rock as much as possible. They're as jammed in there as possible, so they shouldn't go anywhere. If they do, I will glue them down after that. But other than that, I think we're ready to fill it with some new water. She's all filled back up now. Let her clear up for a bit. Now, the one thing I do want to change is this ATO. So I got the new ice cap easy ATO. So I'm gonna put this on here. I had the original ice cap. I think the sensors have since died. The thing was probably 4 years old at this point, or however long. So I got the new one, and I haven't had an ATO on this in a while, so it's time we do that. Now this easy ATO is extremely easy. It's literally just 2 plugs you gotta plug into each other, set the sensor, and that's it. The one thing I will say is make sure that you always have that siphon lock in there, as that can lead to some issues. If you don't, have that hose out of the water, it can back siphon or just fully drain your ATO. But first, let's go ahead and clean up. Ta-da! What'd you think? Good boy. Now, real quick, I was not paid for this. I was not sent this. I paid with this with my own money. I didn't get a kickback from Top Shelf. This is legitimately a product that I've sold to numerous customers, recommend to numerous customers, and have trusted myself before. So I just want to be as honest as possible and promote something that I already trust in my aquariums. Without further ado, let's go ahead and set it up. At some point, I'll do some water management in here, but for now, that's what we got. But we're out with the old. Well, actually, let me show you just how easy this is. So this is all that you get. Now everything just plugs right into here. There's no more main sensor or main brain or anything. Pump goes into here, power supply goes into here, and this is the sensor right here. You have your high, your low, and your emergency. So make sure that your tank is never gonna overflow. Now first we're gonna do is put the hose onto the pump. Now I'm gonna measure out from here how long. So probably put the siphon brake right. But put the siphon brake right about there. Siphon brake's in place, let's put the pump in the reservoir. Probably should have done that before I filled it up with water. Oh well. So I ran the hose all the way up the back and right into the return chamber. So now we're gonna grab the sensor, which has that connection point on it. So that sensor is also in that return chamber. So we have the connection point here. So we're gonna take the pump and the power supply and plug them in. Everything's rigged up. Let's go ahead and turn it on. That should, yep, there's now a little sensor. There comes the water. And it was just that easy. I now have a functioning ATO on this tank, which I haven't had in a long time. A long time. Now as that water goes to hit that sensor, should cut off right there. And that's it. So the tank is still clearing up right now after the water change. So like I said, I'll come back when I can turn all the lights off, put the blues on, and really show you this tank and all the colors that are in it. All right, it's nighttime, so let's check out the tank. It's still a little light out here, but I think you'll still be able to see the tank in its full color spectrum. Ta-da! So you can see it's all blurry. Let's try to figure this out here. It's starting to close up because the lights are going down. But that's the glitter bomb. But look how crazy the A-cans look. Yellow subfavia looks great, but look at this. I mean, it's the same color as the orange acrylic. I mean, the thing is absolutely stunning. Absolutely, absolutely stunning. So here's it with the orange filter, without the orange filter, with the orange filter. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the new corals. What coral was your favorite? Which Ghani is your favorite? The Margaritaville or the Glitter Ghani? I definitely want to build out as many guys as possible. They're so awesome. You know, they come in so many different colors and they add such movement to the tank, which is my favorite aspect of aquarium is the movement aspect. What Gani do you think I should get next? Is there one that you've seen that you think I should get? The Maze Balls obviously is the one that I want. I used to have a frag and then I lost it and I don't even remember what happened to it, honestly. But I used to have one for a very short amount of time. Well, what do you think I should get next? What coral do you want me to get next? Comment that down below. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Like I said, I have those new tanks coming soon. Not one, not two, but 3 new tanks coming, all compliments of eShops. I really appreciate them for hooking it up. So, like I said, until next time, I'll see you then.